take your bliss with you. Because everywhere you go, that's where you are. And where you are is wherever you go. Because all you do know is yourself, your own beingness. And not that we even know ourselves, because we are knowing. It's like when people say, okay, I love myself. Many people believe that means, like for me, Terry, I would love Terry. No. You can't be the subject and object at the same time. And love is a caring for. It is a reciprocal, it's a giving kind of a thing. But it's like you want to be able to maintain your bliss wherever you are and wherever you go, because it's you being there. It's you're being there. You're being in that environment, or somehow in that reality, and you have your perception. And so often our perception gets in the way of our real true divine perception, because we're perceiving from a false doctrine, perhaps. We're perceiving from a simulated reality, an artificial, rather than the real and the authentic of who we really are. So to maintain the bliss is our natural state of being. In the Vedic teaching in Sanskrit, the nature of the soul is called Sat Chit Ananda, the Vigraha. And that means Sat, eternity, and then Chit, knowledge, and then Ananda, bliss, and a form to express. We have our spiritual body. And our spiritual body is a beautiful body. It is beyond the realm of light and dark, of what we call the material realm. And that realm, what would you call it? We're just going to call it a star thing, whatever it is, Stargate. It's not really a Stargate, kind of. We each are at our true source, because it's an inner journey. And it's not just inner and outer. It's you go beyond inner and outer of what that is, because it's to be fully immersed in who we are in every moment. We do not need to react to the outer world in the sense of judging it, what would you say, taking sides. Yet we can also perceive it as there's people acting in an evil way, but that also depends on the definition of evil. But we also look at what the ultimate is to cause harm, even distress, to another living entity. Right there. There's that, right there. For any reason, unless you needed to defend yourself or such. But that whole key is to maintain the bliss, is to be in that state of really divine power, because you're also, in a sense, you're grounded in your earthly expression here and being and nature, and also you are in tune with the divine knowing, knowledge, spirit, and that you're not reacting to everybody and everything on the outside to control your state of being. And that state of being has been controlled through fear, through guilt, and through greed. More. You say, well, I have to have more. Why don't you just have enough? Isn't enough enough? Do you know where it comes from? The belief that you're not enough and there has to be more of you. Or you have to be better. because you're not good enough. And then we get into those thoughts, and those thoughts that make people feel sad and feel bad. And then we have all this sympathy for ourselves, and we're all just self-pity and blaming and anger. Look at it, what a false use, a misuse. We think there's a power working against us. It's our agreement to basically be shooting ourselves in the foot. And then to desire more of that, so you sure hope you could come back again. Why? Really? You think that's the wisest experience? So what happens? Over and over and over and over, with monotonous regularity. You perceive it as it is. You're stated in the bliss of the knowing of and being who you are. And then you are acting and or behaving or speaking and whatever you're doing in harmony with yourself, and therefore your bliss goes through everything you do. And now you have a good time. Well, you know, I feel guilty. I have so much bliss and all these people are suffering. Well, what are you doing to cause suffering to others? Stop it. All of us. We've been taught we get something from the suffering of others. Competition, hatred, fear, all of these. This is all false. We are divine beings. We are the eternal ones. Master, you said master that now. And to master, that's in other words, you make a master copy. It's self-mastering, that you allow yourself as the master, that the divine knowledge, all wisdom, all that is already available to each of us. It isn't, you're not giving your power to some God outside yourself. Some is going to save you and do it for you. Yes, people are there to help and do and are, and beings are, yes, of course. But also, it's like we're realizing it isn't that it's the power of a God or outside. It's that we are part of. It's not we're giving it power. It doesn't live off of us. We are part of that which is greater than the sum of the parts, or even, you see, and not that it is the result of all of us. I mean, those kinds of thoughts are very limiting. And to maintain our bliss is being in a constant state of our unity, our listening, our being of who we really are. So then we're having fun. We are taking ourselves wherever we go. We are being present. And we are being true to our inner self. You could be with a group of people and they're talking things that sound very strange. Really, you don't just sit there and agree, blah, blah. You say, hey, you know, I got a different take on it. It's this over here. Whether they like it or not, you're not forcing it, but you're not just going along with it. Why would you do that? Go along, you know, I'm not doing that. I pull out all the stops for their welfare. Not that it's always to remind people of the truth that sets them free from this belief that all we are these physical bodies. We go through suffering and pain and all this. No. Activate your true divine body. Wake that one up. Feel the beauty inside. Forget, you know, yeah, you want your outside looking okay and all that kind of stuff, you know, but it's like, start having the good time now you're going to have you thought when you die. Or maybe you're going to go to heaven, or maybe you're going to go to hell. Don't limit yourself. These are concepts in reality. It's all now. If you're in hell now, it's because you're self-torturing. If you're in heaven now, yes, you're in heaven now because you feel like you've arrived, you're there, there's nothing to worry about, everything's taken care of. Well, yeah. Can't you be there now? That's just, you see, it's always that promise of later. No, it's now. So maintain your bliss. Practice it. Just notice where you're reacting and why you're reacting and what's going on there. What are you using to do all this? Is that doing any good? Is it helping you? Is it making my life better? Come on. Talk to yourself. Okay, great. Then practice staying in your bliss. Your bliss isn't cold and calculating. And there's also probably many layers of bliss and love combined. And joy of being. And creativity. And the dance of life. Just like because people, oh, well, I'm too old now. Really? So what are you going to do now? Practice being dead? You're never dead. So you better get ready. Detach from all the stuff you've been attached to. You want to come back to. Because I want to keep doing this more, over and over and over. More. The trick of no more. That takes you away from bliss. Right there. Because then right now, you're not enough. So it's not good enough. You say, well, yeah, but if I don't, I'm going to stay in this mess. Why don't you be the blissful state in the mess? Well, then, well, I won't change it. Really? Then you'll do what you want to be doing because you want, and if you really want it clean, envision it clean. Realize that you'd really like to do that. See it done. And guess what? You'll be either doing it or somebody else will. But it will get done, you see. Because that's how it works. Maintaining your bliss is then being the witness of the divine. And that wherever you walk is holy ground. Because you're there.